All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. So, championship weekend is here, and we've got two great matchups in the conference championships, the AFC championship game and the NFC championship game. For this video, we are going to talk about the NFC championship game. So, let's get started. We've got Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading over to Lambeau Field to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to say this, Aaron Rodgers, get the job done. No excuses, okay? You haven't had the number one seed in the NFC since 2011. And we know in 2011, you guys blew it to Eli Manning and the New York Giants. You're at home, NFC Championship game, one game away, one win specifically away from getting back to a Super Bowl, okay? Don't blow it. Your history in the championship game this past decade has not been great. You get there in 2014 up against the Seahawks, and some moron couldn't freaking catch an onside kick, and the team ends up blowing it in overtime to Russell Wilson when he hits Jermaine Kearse in the end zone for a touchdown. Then, 2016, you head over to Atlanta, and you get blown out by the Falcons. I don't really blame you for that one specifically. We all knew you guys were done after the Cowboys game. You had nothing left on the offense. Your defense was shredded too, and you were going up against a high-power offense with the Atlanta Falcons. So, you guys were expected to get blown out in that game. Then last year against the 49ers in the NFC Championship game, you got absolutely humiliated. The game was over by halftime. It was pathetic to watch. And you guys had no chance to come back in that game. I don't want to see that crap again, Aaron. Okay? Your history in the past decade in terms of championship games, let's put them away. Let's put them away. It's 2021 now. I need you to get to the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers. There will be no excuses this time. I don't care if it's Tom Brady coming into your stadium. Win the game. I'm holding you responsible. Get the job done. With that being said, let's actually talk about the matchup. So, defensively, I actually like the Packers at home with this home field advantage. I think this is really going to play a factor into how well we see this team play. It's definitely going to be difficult because they're going to be matched up with the weapons of Tampa Bay. And right now, Tom Brady is playing hot. And if Tom Brady's playing hot, I don't know who can honestly stop him when he's playing like that. Now, he's got these weapons with it. I'm right there with, Evans and AB and Gronk. Why am I going blank? Gronk. And he's still got Leonard Fournette in the backfield. It's just like he's got a lot of weapons on that offense, and they're showing up and balling out at the right time. So this defense is definitely going to have its troubles, but I feel like I can give them the edge over, Tampa Bay's defense. Now, granted, I don't think either of these defenses are going to do a great job in terms of actually getting, a lot of stops against these two offenses, because I feel like both Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady's offense right now, they're just rolling. They're rolling and they're playing at a high level. Granted, I'll say the Tampa Bay offense may be playing at a little bit. No, actually, no. I think it's about even. When you look at the two the matchups they've had so far in the playoffs, especially with Tampa Bay, I think in terms of offensive production, they're about even with what we've seen from the Green Bay Packers. So I think I'm going to give the edge a little bit more to on the Packers defense in terms of slowing down the Tampa Bay offense, as opposed to Tampa Bay's defense slowing down Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I really like what I'm seeing from the Packers defense. They've actually been doing a great job making stops and not really giving up a lot of points. So that's definitely a great thing. Now, granted, we only really have the Rams game to go off of for the most part, but I think, they did a solid job against that. They did struggle when the Rams, started to go no huddle. So be prepared to see that possibly against Tampa Bay. And Brady runs that like clockwork, so that's not going to be easy. But I feel like the the Green Bay Packers defense can actually do a solid job in terms of trying to slow down Brady's offense and those weapons. Now, the secondary for Green Bay, we already know they're going to have to show up, and I believe in them. I believe in them, especially since you got Jair there. But I definitely believe in them. I think they're going to do a solid job trying to keep up with these weapons. Definitely have to watch out for Antonio Brown. He's a constant dangerous weapon. And you also got to look out for Gronk because, he's still emerging and doing his thing. For some reason, it just takes a while, and all of a sudden Gronk comes back once he gets in the rhythm, once he gets back to just being used to playing football. Him and Tom Brady have that connection that's just elite, and he'll find a way to get the ball to Gronk. So definitely have to look at that situation. And if I'm Green Bay, you want to look out for AB and Gronk, but you cannot forget about Mike Evans. Do not forget about all the weapons on this team, and especially do not forget that Fournette's going to be running this football because he is a tank, and trust me, he going to do damage. So I'm looking at the Packers defense to respond. In terms of Tampa Bay's defense, their main focus should really be on taking out Devontae Adams from this game. If you can take away Devontae Adams from this game, you can limit the Packers' offense. Now, Aaron Rodgers is still going to find a way to get the ball to his other weapons, but they do kind of have an issue in dropping. So the main goal is to first take Devontae Adams completely out of the game and force Aaron Rodgers to throw the ball to everybody else and just put pressure on Aaron Rodgers to just make a mistake. Now, for the most part, he's done a great job with not really making mistakes this season. So it's definitely going to be tough, obviously, because he's most likely going to win the MVP. So it's going to be difficult forcing him to make a mistake. But this Tampa Bay defense, they really have to zone in on making sure Devontae Adams gets taken out of the game, and they make it as difficult as possible for Aaron Rodgers to have to throw to his other targets, which we know Aaron Rodgers can do perfectly. It's just that these guys aren't necessarily they're not necessarily catching the ball. They're making some drops, which, has cost them some points. We saw it happen in the Rams game last week. Touchdown should have been caught. You know who you are. I'm not going to name names. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. But, with passes being dropped, it's definitely going to be something frustrating for Aaron Rodgers. Really, as long as you can find a way to try and take out Devontae Adams and force Aaron Rodgers to beat you with your other weapons, you have a better chance. Not saying you're guaranteed to win, because Aaron Rodgers is so good, he can still use those other weapons and find a way to get the ball in the end zone. That's just how great Aaron Rodgers is. So it's not going to be easy, but you would rather have that happening than have Devontae Adams go off. Because if Devontae Adams goes off and he can't be stopped, these other weapons are going to start to open up really, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to contain the whole offense as well. Obviously, you also got to watch out for Aaron Jones in the backfield running that football. He could definitely be something dangerous. You don't want to get him specifically going. And, you just don't want to get the run game going in general. It's going to be tough to play in those conditions in Green Bay. So you don't want the Packers to start getting a run game going. So, yeah, if I'm the Tampa Bay defense, I'm going to focus on zoning in on just stopping Devontae Adams and forcing Aaron Rodgers to beat me with his other weapons. And at that point, I just got to hope the coverage is great there and we make it difficult for them to catch the football. Knowing their record, they're probably going to have some passes that are dropped that could have been game-changing plays. So, yeah, just do your best to do that. Also, try to contain the run. Don't let Aaron Jones get it going, because once he can get it going, it's going to make Aaron Rodgers' job a whole lot easier. And if you make Aaron Rodgers' job easier, you are done, son. So, yeah, that's my advice for both of these defenses. But when it comes to those matchups head-to-head, I'm taking the Packers defense over the Bucs defense. Offensively, I'm going to go with the Bucs offense in terms of just as a whole, because it's not just about really Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. I think both of them are just great in their own fashion. I've always said that Tom Brady is greater than Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady because he's just more talented. But it doesn't mean if you look towards the GOAT status, people would put Aaron Rodgers above Tom Brady. That's not how it works. Tom Brady has a greater career. Aaron Rodgers is just a better quarterback because he's more talented. This is how it works. I put them about even. So I don't look at the quarterback matchups. I look at what they have in terms of weapons in general. And if that's the case, you have to look at Tampa Bay, see all of these weapons, and understand that they have the edge in this matchup. It's going to be very difficult for the Packers defense to try and stop them. If they can slow down these weapons, they've got a great chance. But it's going to be very, very difficult to do so. Overall, I like what I'm seeing from that offense. Tom Brady's hot. The receivers are making plays. Leonard Fournette's starting to get it going. I'm just going to take that Tampa Bay offense and give them the edge in this matchup over the Green Bay Packers, because the Packers are so reliant on Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. They're reliant on that working. Because if Aaron Jones can get it going in the run game, Aaron Rodgers' job becomes a whole lot easier. And if Devontae Adams certainly gets it going, then the offense completely opens up and these other weapons can start getting looks, because people have to put an emphasis and a focus on stopping Devontae Adams, who is a top 5 receiver. Arguably the best receiver, but I'm not here to make that discussion. So yeah, I'm gonna give the edge to Tom Brady in the Bucs offense because Tom's not gonna have to do nearly as much work as Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to do to get his offense going. He's got those weapons. He's gonna be able to utilize them. He's been killing it this season, and they've been hot coming into this game. So it's definitely gonna be difficult for the Packers defense to try and slow that down, which is why I'm gonna give them the edge. Overall, when it comes down to the game, I'm gonna pick the Packers. When it comes to my prediction, I'm going to pick the Packers. I'm not even gonna mess with this. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I believe it's going to come down to the wire, and I hope that, I at least believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to get them into field goal range and their kicker is going to kick them into the Super Bowl. I just feel like that's going to be a situation. Because if it's a close game and it's coming down to the wire, I'm not going to sit here and be like, Tom Brady can't go down the field and score a touchdown to tie this game, or just like score a field goal to get them a tie game. No. I think it's going to come down to the last possession, and I'm going to give the last possession to Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to work his magic, find a way to get them into field goal range, and they're going to win this game and kick themselves into the Super Bowl. If I was to give a score prediction, 33-30, I'm honestly thinking it could be a higher scoring game, possibly like 33-30, if both offenses are able to get it going early on. So yeah, I'm going to go with 33-30 if both offenses are able to get it going. But if not, I can go with 24-21. So if both offenses can't get it going, I'm going to go with 24-21. If they get it going early on, I'm going to go with 33-30. Either way, I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to edge out this victory, and I'm sending those guys to the Super Bowl. That's just how I see it. Though I would not be surprised to see Tom Brady and this Bucs team go into Lambeau Field and upset Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I'm just hoping that doesn't happen. With that being said, that's really all I got for this specific one. Aaron Rodgers, once again, get the job done. No excuses. And that's really all I got, guys. We'll see what happens this weekend. It should be a fun matchup. I hope the Packers go to the Super Bowl. But if Brady and the Bucs get there, hey, we'll have a lot to talk about. With that being said, that's all I got, and I'm out of here. Peace.